What's up, guys? Welcome back to the channel. Today I have my 2015 Yamaha YZ250 and my dad's new 2022 YZ250 FX, and we'll be doing kind of a shootout comparing the two. I ride hare scrambles and wood, so I'm going to be basing it off of that and which bike I personally like better. Obviously I have more experience on this bike. I've had it for a little over a year. I've probably put a couple hours on this seat time, but I can already tell right away that it feels good. I can kind of pick out what I like about it, so that's what we'll be doing today. So for the statistic numbers on this shootout, I'm going to be using 2024 models for those that are in the market for these bikes. Starting out, I have my 2015 Yamaha YZ250 that you guys are looking at right now. It comes in at $7,999, has a 5-speed manual transmission, weighs 227 pounds of wet, has 50 horsepower, 1.8-gallon fuel tank. My bike has a full FMF exhaust system. For my fuel, I'm running a 40-to-1 ratio with Maxima K2 for my oil. Moving on to my dad's 2022 Yamaha YZ250 FX. This bike comes in $1,000 more at $8,999 MSRP, has a 6-speed manual transmission that is lower gearing than the F for this X model. This bike weighs 245 pounds wet, has about 42.6 horsepower according to Motocross Action Magazine. This bike is completely stock. It has a 2.2-gallon fuel tank, and it has a power tuner app, which is a big highlight of these new Yamahas where you can tune the bike straight from your phone. Alright, so this is the YZ250 FX, and the main difference between the X model and the F comes in just like a lot of general stuff. The Yamaha actually changes quite a bit. So this has a 6-speed transmission like the F, but this one is actually a little bit lower geared. Suspension softened up a little bit. You can get these hand guards on it. This is aftermarket, so you have to buy this afterwards, but it has a radiator fan over here, metal guards, which is nice to have. It turns on a certain temperature. And the last thing, I think, is this tank is a 2.2-gallon tank opposed to the 1.8 that comes stock on the 250F. And one more thing is the skid plate right here offers maximum protection when you're on the trail. So now we're going to talk about the different categories and where each bike excels. So in power, coming in right at 50 horsepower is the YZ250. So this one wins the power department by just a little bit. This one comes in at about 42 horsepower. You guys will see early in the video how much it was exactly, and that was off of Motocross Action Magazine's numbers. So the YZ250 takes the power by just a little bit. As far as going in the trails, a big thing is lugging your bike through corners or whatnot. And the YZ250 FX is gear. The lower gears really does a good job of making it luggable. I can lug it around a corner slow in third gear and it won't feel like it stalls. YZ is a little bit different story, but this thing I felt did better on luggability. So that's 1 point for each of these bikes. Next thing is the price point. So in 2024, this YZ250 FX will go for $8,999 MSRP, and that's in the United States. This thing goes for $1,000 cheaper at $7,999, so this thing wins the price point. If you're looking for a pretty similar bike, in all reality, this is just a 2-stroke, 4-stroke. I feel like the 450s have kind of pulled far away from these, but the 250s obviously a little slower, but it's pretty similar as far as everything else. Then this might be a better option to choose. So that's 2 points for this and 1 for this. So the next category we're going to talk about is weight. So this YZ250 will weigh about 227 pounds wet, and it wins this category by a lot. This bike is almost 20 pounds heavier at 245, but moving into the next part, which is handling, this one actually takes the cake. It does not feel 245 pounds at all. The center of gravity, because of this tank that the FXs are able to bring back because of the reverse head motor, this thing's center of gravity is right here, and it corners so well, feels really good. It feels lighter than that bike, to be honest, in the corners. Alright, so I hope you guys enjoyed the shootout video. I'm on the 250 FX right now because I think I have decided that I like this bike better for what I do. It handles so freaking well and the power is so usable. I love the YZ250 right here, but like, I don't know. This thing, it just feels so planted and everything. And I mean, I think in all reality, that bike, same frame, same motor, pretty much since 2006. Only thing that changed suspension. This bike's obviously new technology. I still like to ride two-strokes. Obviously, I'm still going to ride that rest of the season and maybe more. But man, this thing just feels really nice overall. And I hope you guys enjoyed those riding clips in this video. This thing's mean. That thing's mean. Two different animals, so it really comes down to what you prefer. For hair scrambles, I think that this is just the bike right now anyways. So yeah, hope you guys enjoyed, and I will see you guys in the next video. FX and